Welcome to MissSTEMtasTiK. This series follows the full Year 7 UK Maths curriculum with clear explanations and guided practice in every lesson. Whether you want extra support or revision, these lessons will help you build confidence step by step. Let's begin. I want you to pause the video and have a go at these 5 questions. Okay, let's go through the answers together. Write down the number 3407.56 in words. What is the value of digit 4 in 3407.56? So we can clearly see that it is 400 because it's in the hundreds column. What is the value of the digit 5? 5 is in the tenths column, so it is 5 tenths. Which number is greater, -3 or 2? 2, because it is positive. Explain your reasoning for question 4. Using the number line, you can see that 2 is greater than -3 by 5 positions. Positive numbers are always greater than negative ones. So let's move on to today's lesson, learning outcome. The learning outcome: understand and use place value to read, write and represent integers and decimals up to thousands. The knowledge components are: explain what each digit represents in a number, write numbers in expanded form, use a place value chart to show decimals correctly. As some of the key terms that we will use are place value, integer, decimal, digit, magnitude and placeholder. So what is a place value? Place value describes the position of a digit in a number. It also gives a value of each digit in a number. You can pause the screen and write this down. Let's understand place value using an example. I have 510.2. That means I have 5 hundredths, 1 tenth, 0 ones and 2 tenths. So the whole number, which is 510, or the integer part of the number, is split from the fractional places by the decimal point. So what do we mean by the fractional parts? So if you take one whole, so one that is in the ones column, like for example, you got 1 bar of chocolate or you got 1 pizza, you then take this 1 and you split this into 10 equal parts. So if you split 1 into 10 equal parts, each part is known as a tenth, i.e. it is 1 tenth, 1 out of 10 parts. So here in this question, I've got 0.2, 0.2. That means I have selected 2 parts of the whole, which is 2 tenths. Hence why it is not 10, the tens column, it is a tenths column, because it is a tenth part of a whole. If I had 0.5, for example, it would be 5 tenths. And if you look at the next column, I've got the hundredths column. So what that means is I've taken 1 and I've split it into 100 parts. So I could have a number that is 0.02, and that would be 2 hundredths. Same thing with the following column, which is a thousandths, is that you've taken 1 and you split it into 1,000 pieces. What happens when we take the number and shift everything one place to the left? It means that the number has become 10 times larger. Okay, and that is the same as multiplying by 10. The 500 will become 5,000, 110 will become 100, 0 ones will become 0 tenths, and 2 tenths will become 2 ones. Everything will shift to the left and the number becomes 10 times larger. And if we do the inverse, and we shifted the entire number, all the figures towards the right hand side, our number will become smaller. So the 500 will become 5 tens, 1 tens will become 1 ones, 0 will become 0 tenths, 2 will become 2 hundredths. Our number is 10 times smaller, and it's the same as dividing by 10. Let's go through a few questions together. Okay, so for the question A, we've got 3,472. Identify the figure for the place value of 4. It is in the hundreds column, so it is 400. You could either write it as 400 or you could write it out as 4 hundredths. B, 6,825.9. Identify the value of 9. 9 is 0.9 or 9 tenths. Okay, so 9 tenths. 9,032, identify the 9. 9 is 9,000 or 9,000s in words. And then for D, you got 7.45. Identify the value of 4. 4 is in the tenths column after the point, so therefore it will be 0.4 or 4 tenths. And then you got 12.68. Identify the value of 8. 8 is in the hundredths column, so it is 0.08 or 8 hundredths. So just remember that the decimal point splits the integers from the fractional places. I've now got some questions for you to answer. Please pause the screen and work through them in your own time. I will now put the answers on the screen so that you may check your answers. I've got 3 questions part of your exit ticket. Can you please work through them independently? Try not to refer to your notes, and then we'll go through your answers. Pause the screen as you work through them. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, you should be able to answer these 3 questions without any support. Let's go through the answers. For question 1, what is the value of the digit 7 in 8,724? Now we can see that the 7 is in the hundreds column, so therefore it is 700. What is the value of the digit 3 in 12.3? The 3 is after the decimal point, so it is in the tenths column, so it is 0.3 or 3 tenths. What is the value of the 5 in 0.05? The 5 is in the hundredths column, so it is 0.05 or 5 hundredths. Great work today. If you found this lesson helpful, subscribe to MissSTEMtasTiK for your full Year 7 Maths journey. Every lesson follows the UK curriculum step by step, with clear explanations, worked examples, and practice you can try at home. Make sure to check the next video so you can keep building your confidence in maths. See you in the next lesson.